What's going on YouTube? It feels like it's been a hot minute since I've filmed an update, but things have kind of been thrown out of order since the last time I've actually filmed. I have some stuff edited on my computer, but the timeline isn't gonna make sense anymore because, like I said, things have changed. So let me update you really quick. My cometic head gasket that I ordered is a multi-layer steel head gasket, and I cannot use it unless I resurface the head and the block. Now I'm only resurfacing my head, so that means I have to use an OEM gasket, which is somewhere around here. There it is. I was able to pick up an OEM gasket from one of the guys on the forum on Facebook, which was really nice. It was $8.25. All he charged me was shipping, so shout out to him. I don't know if he has any social media or anything, but yeah, he hooked me up with this guy. So that is going to be going on rather than the cometic head gasket. And right now, Winston is with me. Say what's up, bro.
What's going on, guys?
We've got the man van because his 350Z is at full lock. He's doing basically the same thing that I am, except for he had head gasket issues rather than ring issues. So he's getting that to take care of. So we have the man van. That's going to be transporting my head to Tachyon today. We're going to do that really quick. And he also had a buddy named Luce or something like that, right? He was moving from Jacksonville and he had a 240 sitting behind his house, and it was just kind of, I don't know, rotting away. In the video timeline that I'm going to show you guys real quick, because I'm going to show you these clips, what I'm saying doesn't really make sense because I don't know what I'm going to look at, but now that I know what I looked at, she's probably, I don't know, is somebody going to try to save her? It looks like it's just a goner, sadly, but I was able to cop a headlight harness from that, so you'll see in that clip that's coming up right now. Alright guys, it's super low light, but this S13 is really sad. It's kind of just back here and getting swallowed by the forest, and I just don't think I'm going to be interested in it, honestly, because it's a lot of work. It's really beat up, and then on top of that, it's stuck. But here's that sunroof, that good sunroof. Whew, I almost sunk into the ground there. Holy crap. There's the sunroof. It's just got some body damage on it. It's damage back here. So it's just, I'll just stick with mine and not really have to worry about it. It just makes me sad to see this thing go to waste.
Stuff in the garage? Yeah. No, that's all stuff I'm taking.
But we ended up getting some harnesses. So yeah, you guys saw that. I'm gonna show you really quick because me and Winston ended up going through that harness the other day, and he helped me solder some of the areas that were cut up, and I'll show you guys right now. So it's kind of a cluster right now and you guys can't really tell, but this is the headlight harness right here. These are the grounds for it, and it's ran in behind here on the headlight and the motor, because the pop-ups, they do work. And I cleaned up a lot of this engine harness and everything is looking so much better in here, so I guess I'll show you guys the pop-ups really quick. My 240 is kind of janky right now because I took the switch out to test them, but they're gonna reset when I put power to them. So they reset and they go to their position, and then here you want to film it, I guess that would make more sense. So yeah guys, they are back. I don't know about you, I like the sleepy eye look, but I prefer the pop-ups, and it's cool that they work and they're functional. So let's go drop this head off and we'll go about our day. Alrighty guys, we're pulling up here to Tachyon. We're gonna get the head dropped off, and then I'll update you guys from there. I probably won't bring the camera in there because it's awkward, and I'm sure they don't want me filming them, so yeah, 1 second. Alright guys, we just dropped off the head. They're going to get that thing all cleaned up. They're going to do a vacuum test on it, and yeah, from there we'll figure out what's going on with the head, make sure everything's good, get that resurfaced, and slap that back on the car and go from there. So let's pray everything's good to go. That's about it for right now. I guess I'll update you guys when I figure that out, or I don't know what else I'm doing. We might run over to Crank machine shop to check on his engine, so I don't know, we'll see. I didn't do much filming after I dropped my head off at the machine shop. Winston and I went over and checked on his engine, and then that following day I had to get ready for work. So we are here now. It is Sunday. I ended up getting my head back Like not even 48 hours later from when I dropped it off, it has now been resurfaced. They vacuum tested it. It passed the vacuum test. She's all good. She's golden. I've got her taken apart, as you guys can see here. I've got the front cover and the gears from the cams laying out here in the tensioner. They pulled out my old seals, and I ordered some yesterday when I picked up the head from work for a Pulsar, but they appear to be the wrong ones. And how come every time I film something of me opening, it never comes out? It's very annoying. Anyways, as you guys see, they are a little bit different in size, so I do not believe they're going to work. I'm going to try to follow up on that and figure that out. But anyways, the head is here. She's resurfaced. She is good to go. I might just go ahead and drop her on the block. I've got the block here with the new OEM head gasket chilling on top of it. Go ahead and get this guy out of here. There she is, all cleaned up. And I also have the oil pan on there. I wanted to pop in and show you guys this because some of the clips that I had filmed in the last video of me receiving my cometic gasket, and then once I figured out that I wasn't able to use the cometic gasket, I had to obviously switch all this stuff up. So there it is. I have this guy here. If you guys own a CA and you're wanting to know what I used for the oil pan lip seals, and those lip seals are these guys right here, as you can see, kind of in here with this RTV. They are the seals that go in between the oil pump and the oil pan, and then also with the rear main and the oil pan. This is the part number for them, OS 30554 Charlie. This gives you the cork gaskets for the oil pan gasket, and then also the lip seal. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I forgot to pull that clip out or mention that in the previous clips. That is what's going on today. Hopefully, if I can figure out this seal situation for the front end, I'll be able to get this motor in here, or back in the car by like Tuesday or Wednesday. Picking up where we left off yesterday, guys, I was talking about the camshaft seals, figuring that out. I had to go into work last night and cover a closing shift, so I wasn't able to continue working on the CA. But anyways, we're back Monday morning here. I was able to get those Beck & Arnley cam seals. I've got them sitting in the head now. I've got the cam caps. They're just kind of snug down there. They're not torqued down. I had to pick up a new torque wrench for that. But here's the part number if you own a CA 0523620, and those are the camshaft seals on the front. I also grabbed some RTV copper spray, that way we can mist down my head gasket both sides, so we can ensure that she seals down on this head and this block. We've got a lot of work, pretty much just getting this entire engine back together, because I said in the last clip, trying to get this thing in like Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's get to work, guys. Alright guys, so I got the OEM head gasket laid out. I'm just going to lightly apply a even coat of this copper spray on both sides. We'll wait for it to get tacky, and then we'll set it on the block, and then we'll set the head on the block and torque it down. Alright guys, now that we've got the head sitting on there, we've got to go ahead and torque down our ARP studs. As you guys see here, I've got my FSM pulled up on my phone, and here's the torquing sequence and the specs for what I'm going to torque them to. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. I won't go into too much detail, but I'll break it down for you guys really quick. We're obviously just going to start. We'll go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the whole 9 yards. We'll do the torquing sequence. I think we first do like 23 to 27 foot-pounds, and then we do down to 70, but I might do it in 3 specs. I might go 20, 50, 70, back off, 20, 50, 70, back off, and then do it one more again, or just maybe twice. I don't know. The FSM says twice, but what I've read online with ARP studs, they say to do it 3 times. So that's up in the air. Anyways, I'm going to use some of my ARP torque lubricant. I'll put a little bit on the nuts, put the nuts on the studs, torque them down, and then yeah, we will work our way out from there. So let's get started. I also want to pop in before we start, if you have a CA, you're going to want to use a 12-point thin wall 1/2 inch socket, and then probably a 3/8 to 1/2 inch, or excuse me, a 1/2 inch to 3/8 I should say, adapter. That way it fits on your torque wrench and it sits down between the cam and the head, because it's a really tight fit to tighten down these head bolts. Also, when you're tightening them down, be sure to use the fastener assembly lubricant from ARP that comes with your studs. I held on to this thing. I had already gotten ahead of myself when I was doing the MLS, so I saved some of this, and thankfully I did, because I'm going to reuse a little bit of it. So let's get started now. Sorry about that, guys. Head's torqued down, head gasket's on there, laid a little copper spray on either side of that. It's all sealed up. We are moving right along now. I'm going to start throwing the front end together. I'm going to put the timing cover on, or excuse me, this back cover on, and then these sprockets, get this engine in time, and then from there we will slap the exhaust manifold and intake manifold. We've got a lot of work to do today, a lot of stuff to get done, so without further ado, let's get to it. Alright guys, I'm getting the intake manifold on right now. I wanted to show you the part number if you owned a CA. This is a Felpro gasket. MS93583 is the part number, and that will cover your intake manifold, both the two-piece this side here and then against the head. So yeah, that guy's on there. And then let me show you exhaust manifold gaskets from Felpro, MS93696. There they are. Let me get this guy thrown on. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's been the course of like 3 days. I'm not sure if I said anything, but the motor has come along. I've been just kind of popping in and showing you guys, and including those time lapses. I know I just kind of like jumped over a lot of things, but here's the motor. She is just about together. Got the turbo on there. This is my coil pack cover that I got from Japan. I'm not sure if I mentioned that either. Moonlight Racing, based out of New Zealand. One of my friends, the same guy who hooked me up with the power steering pump, recommended me talking to these guys about getting one of these guys imported. So this is like a factory one, like straight off a motor, super clean, never been molested or anything. And yeah, I've just got it all thrown together. I'm going to review all this footage that I've filmed for you guys. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure what all you've seen. So whatever you've seen me throwing together, I am like, I don't know, maybe 85% of the way there. I want to go ahead and start throwing all the pulleys and stuff on. And I ran out of paint to paint this side, so I have to wait to clean this area up so I can get these matching. And I have my front cover over here. This one's drying. I laid one more clear coat on it. But other than that, guys, she's all together, and she's looking much better. You won't see this section here, so I'll have hose over it. And I do need to finish painting the front of this and just kind of cleaning the front up. Looking much better. I've got to throw the motor mounts on and then put the front cover on. Let's just get everything prepped up to go on the cherry picker. That way I can slide my transmission into the back of this thing and get this into the car.